Thank you for joining me as we continue to consider this concept of journaling. Now, your journal, whatever format it takes, can become a very special and valuable thing, or it can just be a waste of paper. It all depends what you actually write in your journal. Now, for practical reasons, I use this page-a-day diary because it helps me be concise, just a page a day. It's very convenient to take this along with me as I travel, and then it's also a very handy reference in the future. Now, you may want to journal more than a page a day, then of course you can use a completely different format. I've also said that my journaling is a combination of the log or diary of my daily activities and my spiritual journey or my devotional life, if you will. Now, you might want to keep a separate log or calendar of your appointments or your activities, and then only journal your devotional life. For me, my significant daily activities are very related to my spiritual journey and my walk with God, hence a combination of both. Now, today I'd like to talk about journaling our significant activities, and then next time we'll talk about journaling our spiritual or devotional life. Now, when we talk about significant activities, then that's very subjective, because what's significant to you might not be significant for me, and vice versa. But I'd like to make some suggestions of the significant activities that I journal, not necessarily all every day, but that I journal regularly. Here are some of them. For me, one of the first significant activities to journal has to do with people. My connection with people. I'm in the people business. My ministry has to do with people. So I keep a log or a journal of who I met with, why I met with them, and any significant outcomes from my meetings with people. The second thing that's important for me to journal has to do with meetings that I've attended or been part of. Now, many meetings are weekly or routinely. Now, I don't keep a journal of the minutes of the meetings, but I make a note of any significant outcomes and any decisions that directly affect me, or decisions that have been made. Now, through the years, I've served in many different leadership meetings, different leadership forums, on boards of mission organizations or NGOs or charities. And when I've attended those meetings, I've just made a note of the significance of those meetings. And sometimes I've regretted not actually making a list of the people that attended. You think you're going to remember all those details, but you really don't. So that's one of the regrets I have. Now, if I'm in a meeting and there's actions to be taken, then I immediately put them on my action list, or I use Trello at the moment to keep a to-do list. When I'm meeting with people and there's significant outcomes, when I'm journaling in the day, my meeting with them, and there's some things I need to take action, then I put them on my Trello to-do list. For me, another important thing to log or to keep tabs on or to monitor is my fitness and my exercise program. Historically, I've been an ardent aerobic walker or power walker, and I've always kept a log of my training program and the races I've walked in and the distances and the times and so on. At the moment, I have an injury with my cartilage, so I can't walk as hard and as long, but I'm in a cycle program, so I'm cycling and using an exercise bike, and I regularly monitor my program, set goals, and log on a regular basis how I'm doing in that regard. So that's one thing you can also consider in terms of a significant daily activity, is monitoring your fitness and your exercise program. A hobby or hobbies are also significant daily activities. Of course, we don't do that every day, but when you've engaged in your hobby, it will be good at the end of the day just to put a journal entry in terms of how you enjoyed that, the creativity, what you accomplished, so you can refer back to that in the future. For me, I enjoy doing DIY. I normally do that on Saturdays, and when I've accomplished something or installed something or repaired something, then I just make reference to that in my journal. Something else that I would regard as one of my hobbies is working on our family tree, researching through my ancestors. Now, obviously, I don't do that on a daily basis. I do that on holiday or when I've got some extended time. But when I do make discoveries, like a few days ago, I discovered 2 people that might be part of my family tree. And then I put that in my journal, any progress I make in that regard. So that's one of the things you can consider journaling, has to do with your hobbies and the things you enjoy in terms of being creative. For any of us, traveling, it would always be a significant event. I particularly enjoy logging or journaling any traveling experience that I have or the family has, where we've been and where we spent the night. I keep particular details of flights we were on, flight numbers. I like to monitor time zones we've gone through and check how I've recovered from jet lag. And then, of course, any significant places we visited or significant things we've seen. It's always a thrill to, in detail, log any traveling that you are doing. I'm very intentional about journaling around exceptional or special events, whether that's attending some conference or at a family funeral or a family wedding or some special anniversary or significant birthday, to specifically journal around those and the people that I've interacted with, and to write down some of those memories and save them for posterity. When David, my son, and I climbed Kilimanjaro, I kept almost an hourly log, detailed journal of that experience. So if you think of any exceptional or significant events, make sure you journal those and save the memories of those events. Now, what about the weather? Some people keep a daily log of the details of the weather, like the temperature, the rainfall, the wind direction, and the cloud cover. Now, I only journal anything about the weather when it's out of the ordinary, when it's exceptional, like experiencing minus 14 degrees centigrade on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, or minus 7 degrees centigrade and a meter of snow in Kiev in the Ukraine, or plus 38 degrees centigrade in the Gobi Desert. Only that which is extraordinary. Now, in conclusion, let me say this. You may think that you'll remember the details of these daily activities, but let me assure you, you don't. When you journal, when you write down those memories, it helps to fix those memories in your mind and to consolidate what you've experienced. And then it also helps to jog your memory when you read that again in the future. So let me encourage you to journal these daily activities, especially the significant and the exceptional ones. Now, I hope I'm starting to whet your appetite for journaling. Next time, we like to talk about our spiritual journal. And until then, God bless you.